leading the offense out there. In a lot of ways, he has advanced as a first-year quarterback, and he came in and was right at home with this offense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll look to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Personal foul.
Let's check in with our referee.
Defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense. And now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Jets at 500 hit 6-6. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you talk about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around. That's what they play really well here.
That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Bass is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive.
And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side. And he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And New York set to take the field.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And the broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will make it 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burgess. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
I mean, you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So out now come the Jets. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and the run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Welcome back, everyone, to MetLife Stadium here in New Jersey. To MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Currently, it's the Jets in possession of the football as we get back into the action in quarter 2. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
Fielded just inside the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And his kick here is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
New York set to take the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here. Already inside the red zone. Knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Dancing away at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They don't want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Burgess.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burgess. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the 1st half, but you got to think Go for two. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game. So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And that's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here.